Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your pal Impossibum here. We're back in Mindustry, and I'm back with a few more schematics to show off for you guys. You guys know I like my logic-oriented schematics, so let's start off pretty easy here. We're set up in Ancient Caldera and in sandbox mode. I just have this stuff here to keep things from going too far, but right now we're going to be focusing on these little daggers here. And I wrote a script, and let me see here. Dagger Skirmisher. I'm going to put this down. We just need one of them, that's fine. So basically what this thing does is it takes any dagger that has the flag of 0, which means default, and turns them into a skirmisher, essentially. So if you have them flagged to something else, it won't grab these. These will only grab daggers that you're doing absolutely nothing with at the moment. And basically it'll send them towards the front line, and then they'll try to kite any enemies they see shooting while walking backwards. So essentially this is something you can just drop down on the floor and make your daggers better without having to set anything at all. So let's just see what happens here. There we go. So these daggers should automatically just try to keep their range while shooting at these guys here. Let's see how it works out. There you go. All right, they're walking backwards. Okay, that didn't last very long, but yeah, they were doing their thing. Let's throw down a little healer there for them, and we'll try it again in just a moment. Healer, where art thou? There we go. We'll throw you down right there. Throw out a little power thing for it. There you go. Get them all healed up. I don't have it paused, do I? That guy just needed a lot of health. Alright, let's do it again. Hopefully we'll see it a little bit better this time around. Maybe if they send more than 2 units. I guess we're kind of, overwhelming them with 8 units. But yeah, these guys will they'll keep their max range. And then if the guy gets closer, they back up. You see a little bit better there. Anyway, let's skip forward just a little bit, because oh my god, that was like... Alright, this should be better. We should actually see it in action this time, because we're kind of just overwhelming them right there. So hopefully you guys will get a good view of it this time, and they'll actually, kite properly and run backwards. You see how they're running back, and then they're all dead, they move back forward again. That's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead, and we have that for the daggers. That's all set up, nothing else to do. I also have the same exact code for, whatchamacallit, Novas? Yeah, Novas. So let me get that set up real quick. Alright, we got Nova's building. I don't have the part down for them yet, but I got something else I can show you while they're doing that thing. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you guys my new and improved, possibly, radar that I've been working on. And let's start with the hyper version, because it's more impressive. Let me throw this down. Let me see. I guess we can just throw it down right over here. And if you'll notice, it has green dots on here, which means this can actually trace and follow allied players now, and they show up as green diamonds. And you also see that there's more than 2 of them. I added a whole lot of redundant logic just to grab every single possible thing we could. Unfortunately, because of logic, whenever we do a search for something, let's say we search by distance, we can get the thing that's farthest away from us and the thing that is closest to us, and that's it. We don't get anything in between. So I basically searched for every single possible thing. I searched by health, by max health, by armor, by shield, by everything, and very slowly I started just getting more things that weren't, just a redundant same things over and over again. Oh good, we got 4 of them here. Let's go ahead and put out our new script here. This one is the same thing for the Dagger Skirmisher. Now this time it is for the Nova. Where did I put the other one? I lost it. Where'd it go? It doesn't really matter where I put it. There we go, I'll throw it right here. There we go. So this one's the Nova Skirmisher. This one is the Dagger Skirmisher logic. And the cool thing about this, Novas do the exact same thing. They will keep max range. And hopefully when this thing comes in, we'll actually be able to see more enemies on here too. And unfortunately, the upgrade I did for the logic on the radar made it so that it runs a lot slower in general. So now you see I'm running this on the hyper. Just because if I run it on the normal one, you run into a lot of ghosting. Like even this, you see it ghosting a little bit. It'll kind of show me as like 2 characters on top of each other when I'm moving around. With the regular logic block, it does that even more. I will show you that momentarily, but let's see if we can get into a good skirmish here. I might just, go ahead and skip ahead like 5 waves or something. We'll see how that goes. You see, they're running backwards, and the only downside is that when they run into something, they'll just stay there. They just run directly away from something. They don't pathfind away. So they will literally just walk into something and they'll be like, oh, I can't move anymore. I guess I'll just sit here. But at least they're sitting there and shooting the entire time. And this is basically just drag and drop better logic for your units. You don't have to do anything with it. It'll just make your units act smarter. Like I said, this won't overwrite any of your other flags, so it's a cool thing to do. Let me see what else I got here. I know I got something else. Something that was requested. All right, this is going to take a little setup. Give me a minute. I got to get this set up. We got to get some polys built. Polys, that'll be interesting. All right, give me a minute. All right, I have polys down here building. They'll just be a minute. In the meanwhile, I have other things I wanted to show you guys. But first, let's see if we can... Let's get more interesting fights going on, because this is really actually interesting to watch when more things are happening, and they're actually, you know, kiting back further for a longer period of time. When it's actually just these little short encounters, it's not as interesting, unfortunately. It's much more, you know, interesting when you see them, you know, kite over a long distance. Anyway, in the meanwhile, let me show you guys the logic on this. This is the very bottom, by the way. Here's the top. It is a lot of code in here. And a lot of check this number, go back, check this, go back, over and over and over again. It's redundant. I feel bad for anyone else who would ever have to do this by hand. So obviously this will be put up on the workshop, and I'll put a download file into Discord for you guys to check it out. Let me go ahead and copy this to clipboard. There we go. We'll get rid of this. We'll put it on a regular logic board, and I'll show you what the difference is here. Not a micro. That would be horrible. Micro would be a little bit too much for this. All right, let's see how we do there. Oh, wait, let me actually edit the thing in. That'll help. There we go. All right, now we can watch it. Look how much slower it goes. There's a lot more ghosting as a result. There's just so much more stuff you have to run to make that work. It's just kind of ridiculous, and there's not much I could do about it. Unfortunately, this being where it is kind of puts it in the way. Let me see if I could move you to the side, like maybe over here or something. We get into better fights, you'll actually be able to see it over there. That'll be fine. We can get rid of this over here. And are we still waiting on polys? I think we may be. Polys? Oh, we still got a bunch. All right, there we go. I can show you the new poly functionality. Let's get another wave going across anyway, just because I like watching them fight. It's just how it is. And are they close enough to show up on the radar? They are. I like that we actually see multiple things on radar now, and it's not just limited to 2. It's not perfect. I wish that it was. It's literally every single unit that I can gain a reference to by iterating through every search function I can. As of now, as far as I know, there's not a way to get access to more units than what I am doing here currently, and it's very CPU processor time intensive. It's unfortunate. Anyway, I was tasked to find a way to assign certain polys, let's just say like 3 polys, to be dedicated frontline healers. And it's one of these things. We'll put them both down. We'll see what happens. Is this going to be the one that works? Hopefully. It should grab the Novas. Yeah, this one works. Okay, so I didn't have the other one set up right, apparently. It must have been like a beta version. And here we go. Now we have 3 dedicated frontline healers. Let me see if I can get into the logic. Can I click it? There we go. We can click it. So I'll give you guys a quick look if you want. I mean, I'm not going to walk through it step by step. It is a little bit comprehensive, but I'll scroll through it so you can get a good look. This logic is not perfect, you know, but it's decent. We could definitely do better. I'm just running it on a microcontroller, handling everything. Basically, these 3 polys, and only these 3 polys, they're flagged, will just sit here and be dedicated healers for our front wall. Because somebody asked me, hey, how do you do that? And these guys will do it. They'll pick one out of these, they'll find which one has the lowest health, and they'll heal it. Bingo, bango, that's it. And if they're not healing, they'll just sit here. I'm going to throw down a repair thing here, just to keep them healed if they need it. Here we go. This wall should just get shot randomly sometimes. So let's go ahead and move forward. I'll make sure we can actually see our radar over here. Make sure we can see these guys kiting and see these guys healing if need be. Be nice if I had healing over here, I guess, huh? Yeah, these guys over here, you know, things get shot, they heal it. They have horrible aim. There's not much you can do about that. But you see, these are the only guys. They got flagged. They got flagged to a random number, so now they're all, was it 5, 6, 1, 6, 4, 4 apparently. And then the other ones down here are still flagged 0. Haven't touched them. They can all do their own thing. And that's A-okay. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I really have for you guys today. The radar is pretty happy with. It's CPU intensive. I got rid of the animation, and it's, you know, some good, some bad. Not 100% how I feel about it yet. I like the fact that we can see, you know, friendlies and enemies, and we see more than 2 of each. That's good. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not entirely sold on it yet. I like having the frontline dedicated healers. I could do more than that. For example, right now I have these as part of the schematic. Can I click my guy? Which makes it so that they can iterate through them and pick the one with the lowest health. But if you wanted to, you wouldn't have to do that. You could instead not have them there and just do a unit locate and find anything that's damaged and heal that instead. I think you can just heal based on distance or something. But this one, this was just easy. If you're going to have a front line, these guys are going to be somewhat near it. Plop this down, suit it to your needs, and you're set. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This has been another Mindustry Schematics with Impossibum. You guys are new to this channel. What I do, I play indie games every single day on the internet for your enjoyment. We play base building automation games, tower defense games, and vehicle engineering games. So if you're into things like that, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that bell icon so you know when I put out new content. Smash that like button, leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.